your CNA, coming to you from a special location. I'm not in my office this week, but I still wanted to come hang out with you guys. I am actually on the Carnival Pride cruise ship. And as those of you that have been longtime followers of our station, you guys know that I love to cruise and try to get away a couple times a year. And this is our last cruise of 2022, so I wanted to bring you guys along. We're on the Carnival Pride. This was a 5-day cruise that went down to Grand Cayman and Cozumel, and I had an absolute blast. For those of you who have never been on a cruise, you've got to try it. It's fantastic. We're getting ready to come back. We actually disembark tomorrow morning early. So our trip is almost over. It makes me just a little bit sad, and that's actually what I want to talk to you guys about. Today is going to be a short lesson, or a short meeting, primarily because this is the very first time I'm trying to do this on my iPhone. And all new, you guys know I'm not good with tech, and I don't know how to read the comments. I actually have somebody holding the camera for the phone for me, so I can't see your comments, and I'm not really going to be able to interact with you too much this week, and I'm super sorry for that. Send me your questions, and I'll do an extra long episode next week so I can get to everybody's questions and we'll get it all covered. Hopefully you can see the beautiful ocean behind me. But that's kind of what I wanted to talk to you guys about today. I love to cruise. You guys know that. And if I wasn't able to cruise, it would make me super sad, right? I would be losing a really valuable part of things that, bring me joy in life, bring me peace, allow me to kind of unplug a little bit. But, we're all more than just our daily routines, right? We have hopes, we have dreams, we have lives, we have things outside of just getting up, getting dressed, getting to work, going home, making dinner, and going to bed, right? There's so much that makes up your life. Some things bring you joy, some things bring you pain, but they all make up that human existence, right? So this got me thinking, because we're getting ready to get off the ship tomorrow, and that kind of makes me a little bit sad, because let's face it, I like it when somebody else is doing the cooking and the cleaning, right? But it makes me a little bit sad that I'm getting off ship. Now, I'm happy because I get to go home and see my kids and my family for the holidays. I'm going to make a big lasagna, and I'm really excited about that. But, this is coming to an end. And it really got me thinking, what if I couldn't cruise at all anymore? What if something happened to me and this part of my life suddenly had to end? And then that got me thinking, what if everything that brought me joy had to end? What if I now am reduced to just getting up, getting dressed, being groomed, going to grab something to eat, being fed, getting something to eat, and your life kind of stretches out into these meaningless nothingness days where you're just existing when you had this full, complete life before. I mean, how difficult would that be to make that transition? And yet that's exactly what our patients feel all the time, because they're in that situation where they had these lives, right? Because remember, we're more than just, some of our daily activities. And they had lives, they had families, they were a vital part of something bigger than themselves. And now they're in a situation where they're not. Can you imagine how heartbreaking that would be? That sense of, as sad as I am, just to get off a ship, when I know I got something good waiting for me at home, right? I'm still sad because this is ending. Can you imagine how sad you would be? Maybe how angry you would be at that sense of loss. And this is why, as caregivers, we're the ones that are helping these people the most. We're the ones that are right there at the bedside, and we can see when they're a little bit depressed or a little bit withdrawn, or they're not eating well, or they just don't want to get dressed, or we can see that because we're there with them. And instead of kind of sweeping it under the carpet and thinking, I don't have time to deal with this, or you're old, you've lived your life, now it's my turn, or, all these things that we tend to rationalize. Instead, I want to challenge you to maybe have just a little bit of compassion for them and think about in your life, what if something that you really enjoy doing was no longer available to you? How would that impact your life? How would it impact your feelings? And how would it cause you to react? Because a lot of these patients that we take care of, sometimes they're grumpy or they're difficult to get along with. And, you know, I can kind of get that because right now I'm a little bit grumpy. I don't want this to end. So my challenge to you this week is when you see somebody that maybe is having a hard time, think about all the things that maybe they had to give up. Better yet, ask them questions and get them talking about the things in their life that brought them joy. Because I guarantee you, if you asked me, hey, how was that last cruise? Oh man, I'll go on for a very long time. Now I got a ton of stuff to tell you. This is amazing, right? I've got things that, and I can relive that experience through that. So if you have somebody that's maybe having a little bit of a rough time, take the time to look past the pain at the humanity behind it and show a little bit of compassion. So I'm sorry this is a very short lesson today, but I really did want to come hang out with you guys. And I will see you next week, Thursday at 3. And we'll make it a little bit longer next week so that we can make sure I get all of the questions I didn't get to today. But guys, this is an older ship and the internet's just a little bit spotty. So I'm really hoping this is coming through to you and it's not too terribly glitchy. So send me those questions. You can always fill out my contact form on foryourcna.com. Leave me a message, a comment on any of my videos. You know, I'll do my best to answer it. Go get the ebook if you haven't done that already, foryourcna.com. That ebook will help you with a written test. Remember, the card game's still on sale. And I will see you next week, Thursday at 3. Have a fantastic Christmas. Go hug somebody that needs it. Talk to you later. Bye.